Is Turki Al-Sheikh getting too powerful for boxing? I'll tell you what I think after this. What's up, guys? Welcome back to the show. There's a Pot of Brand podcast. Well, this weekend was supposed to be the card of the decade. And however, it didn't live up to what the expectations were. And I don't know what it is about these shows, but for some reason, I've been saying this for a long time. There is something weird with these shows. The fawning over Turkey, the announcers, how they say how great these shows are. They can't go 30 minutes without saying their praises for Turki and how he's taking the boxing world out of the gutter. It just doesn't seem genuine, and it seems like there's something else going on. Now, I can only tell you what I noticed, and there's a few things that I noticed here. The first thing I noticed, there seems to be this creepiness of dirtiness coming in. At the dirty politics of boxing coming into play here. And firstly, one of the things that I noticed was, why is Turki privy to the scorecards? Telling his fighter that he was down two. You gotta get a knock. He said, gotta get a knock. He didn't say a knockdown. He said, gotta get a knock. And then miraculously, he gets a draw in a fight that wasn't even close. It was a shame because Carlos Adames worked his ass off to get where he's at. And then he goes in there and fights one of Turki's guys, Shariz, and gets robbed, blatantly robbed. Then I see Turki walking around the ringside, talking to numerous people. It just looks bad. It just stinks. The whole thing looks really bad. But that wasn't all that I noticed either. Something else that I was talking to someone about back in the LA show. The event was moved into a 7,000 seat arena, which screams of lack of ticket sales. Because if you had it into the 25,000 seat arena that it was supposed to be in, there would be a ton of empty seats. This is reminiscent of WrestleMania 7, when it was moved from the Coliseum, which had over 100,000 seats, and they went to the LA arena. And they claimed that security, because it was the height of the Desert Storm, or I think it was a Gulf War. It might have been Desert Storm, but Gulf War. I don't remember which one it was, but it was definitely WrestleMania 7, because I remember it was moved. And then Dave Meltzer reported differently and saying they'd only had 15,000 seats sold. I know that the LA show that Turki put on in Los Angeles was a massive financial loss. And this could be the beginning of changes that you're going to see to come. The fact that so many boxers are getting paid massive paydays and fighting out there, I believe that this is going to be coming to an end. I could see it coming to an end in about 3 years. Why do I say 3 years? Because I feel this will be the culmination of Canelo's career. And right now, he's the only ticket seller next to Tank. Tank doesn't want to do business out there. I think Tank may eventually cash out. I think he should cash out in the next year or so. But I really feel this Saudi experiment is going to go away quicker than the fighters think, and to the chagrin of the promoters, because they are the worst. These promoters are fawning over Turki Al-Sheikh. They know they're getting good over there. They know it. But it's going to come to an end, and I think really soon. The impression I get of Turki is that he has all the money, but he wants all the power. He bought Ring Magazine. That'd be like an equivalent of me buying Food Inc., that magazine, Food Inc., and tout about how my bagels are the best there is, the best there was, the best there ever will be.
Well, Dick, here's the deal. I'm the best there is, plain and simple.
That would be unbelievably biased. So how do you take Ring Magazine with the Saudi shows and make it unbiased? Of course you're going to. And some of these scorecards, you can tell they're biased. He knows who he wants to win. Maybe he doesn't come right out and say it, But the people who are working those shows know. It stinks to the high heavens. I don't know what it is. The shows are, to me, more entertainment. But I feel that there's something going on behind this wall of secrecy that's going to once again, when it's all said and done, put a black eye on the sport of boxing. Now, I could be totally wrong. But from what I've seen, when you have someone who has that kind of money, the only thing they're looking for is power, and they'll get it by any means necessary. This doesn't appear to be a good fit for boxing. I'm biased in the fence because I like the environment when you go to a fight in the United States, or even in England. There's great, and Ireland too. There's great chemistry between the fans and the fighters, and it just seems a lot different, just very different, as opposed to what we have in Saudi. It almost seems like it's a party with certain people, and we're not invited. That's it. And you're just gonna have to buy the pay-per-view. Now, the pay-per-view being $29, $25, that was pretty good. I like that. But it certainly wasn't the card of the decade. Two people got sick on the card, which raised a lot of eyebrows. Big Bang Zhang said that he felt sick in the locker room. There's a lot of things here. If you start getting people sick before the shows and dropping out like this, who's gonna want to go over there and fight? I don't know. These are some things that I was thinking. Let me know your thoughts. Put them in the comments. Remember, like and subscribe to the show. There's a Pot of Brand podcast. And remember, don't be envious of what I've accomplished in my life. Be inspired by what you can do in yours. Thanks. We'll see you next time.
Thanks for watching the Zapata Brand podcast. Please subscribe to the podcast and listen where all podcasts are available.